Should have brought a... Ready, Michael? My name is Alexander. I've been swimming for 8 years, since I was 12, competitively. I haven't swam recently because of Corona. All the pools have been closed. I have to get back into swimming, and I wanted to challenge myself, so I swam across Christina Lake and back, which is 36 kilometers.
Alexander needed a spotter, so that was me and Quest's job.
So someone in a kayak who can go right next to him, just so that boats and anyone can actually see him and carry all the supplies and stuff.
So my plan for the swim is start swimming at 4 a.m. and for the first 2 hours just get into a good rhythm and then hold that rhythm. The first half of the swim was very nice actually. It was dark, I couldn't see anything. It was very motivating because all I had to do was keep swimming. But once it became light, it was very beautiful. I just enjoyed the view. So the first 4 hours went by so fast.
I would stop him about every hour or so just to give him a drink of water, and then every 2 hours some food.
Once we got to the second half, he started getting a lot more tired and he started getting really hungry, so he started slowing down a bit.
I don't know why I constantly needed to eat, but it got really cold on the way there. It's very not demotivating when you look up and you move nowhere. I would do this thing where I would count 100 strokes at a time and look up where I was, and I would have made progress. So I just thought to myself, 100 strokes at a time, 100 strokes at a time. And then eventually I got there. After I got to the other side, I was very tired. I was sleepy in a way. I kept drifting off.
His feet and hands were so pale, just white. His hands were like a piece of paper.
Started rolling out a bit, started stretching, just preparing to get back into the water and do another 18 kilometers.
So the first half of the way back, it was very smooth. We got into a great rhythm. It wasn't cold because the sun was out. Felt way better than on the way there.
2 hours after we had to head back out, there was these big waves, a lot of wind.
And then there was at one point where he looked up at me and said, oh, are we actually going anywhere?
And then he's like, yeah, I think so. I'm gonna look at this little red house on the other side of the lake. 20 minutes later, I look up at the red house. We didn't move at all.
It felt like we were in an infinite pool.
Our safety boat came and they were like, okay, you're not gonna be able to finish. It's gonna take 12 hours.
I know he really wanted to make it that 36 kilometers.
He swam at least 21 kilometers, which is still the equivalent of a half marathon.
If the wind was blowing the opposite way, I would have made it across so fast. There's always the next challenge.